Hi, I'm Jack from legalexpert.co.uk and today I'm going to be talking about Ilium bone injury treatment. Now, it's important that you know that you may be entitled to free private medical treatment for an Ilium bone injury from specialists local to your area. Also, if needed, you could receive guidance and advice from one of our panel of private specialists who might suggest use a certain method of treatment in order to allow your injuries to heal quicker. Ilium bone injuries may differ. Now, as no two injuries are the same, speaking to a private specialist without having to worry about any hefty medical fees could make all the difference in terms of your recovery. Now, if you've had an accident that was not your fault, you could qualify for free Ilium bone injury treatment from a specialist in your local area. Contact us to find out if you're eligible for free private treatment from an Ilium bone injury specialist. That may also include physio treatment if needed by calling our free phone helpline on 0800 652 7676. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and we offer a no-win, no-fee service. We're also going to be going over some of the steps that we recommend you take, as well as looking at information provided by the NHS in regards to dealing with an injury involving your Ilium bone. If you have any questions or requests, let us know in the comments, and if you like this video, please do hit that thumbs up button, as this will help us see what type of content people find helpful. If you've sustained an Ilium bone injury in an accident that wasn't your fault but was down to the negligence of others, you should bear in mind that you may be entitled to compensation. In order to bring a claim for compensation, we recommend that you speak to a personal injury claims specialist that has experience in dealing with Ilium bone injury claims. You may qualify for free private treatment if the accident which resulted in your injury was down to the negligence of others by bringing a claim for compensation. You won't be expected to pay anything up front, and we'll ensure that all costs are covered if you decide to bring a claim with us. So call our free phone helpline on 0800 652 7676 in order to find out if you're eligible, or visit our around the clock live chat service at legalexpert.co.uk. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you can speak to us whenever you'd like. Now, according to the NHS, there are some signs which may indicate if your hip is fractured. These include pain, not being able to lift, move or rotate, that's turn, your leg, being unable to stand or put weight on your leg, bruising and swelling around the hip area, a shorter leg on the injured side, and your leg turning outwards more on the injured side. It's important to bear in mind that a hip fracture won't necessarily cause bruising or prevent you from standing or walking, and if you've fallen, you may also feel faint, dizzy or sick, but try not to panic. Try to get someone's attention by calling out for help, banging on the wall or the floor, using your aid call button if you have one. If you think you've fractured your hip, you need to go to hospital as soon as possible. Dial 999 for an ambulance. Try not to move while you're waiting for the ambulance and make sure you keep warm. Once you arrive at hospital with a suspected hip fracture, your overall condition will be assessed. According to nhs.uk, the doctor carrying out the assessment may ask how you were injured and whether you had a fall. Ask if this is the first time you've fallen, if you did fall. Ask about any other medical conditions you have. Ask whether you're taking any medication. Assess how much pain you're in. Assess your mental state. If you fell and hit your head, you may be confused. Take your temperature. Make sure that you're not dehydrated. Now, depending on the outcome of your assessment, you may be given pain-killing medication, a local anesthetic injection near your hip, intravenous fluid through a needle into a vein in your arm. The healthcare professionals treating you will make sure you're warm and comfortable. After a while, you may be moved from the emergency department to a ward, such as an orthopedic ward. To confirm whether your hip has been fractured, you may require imaging tests, such as an X-ray, a magnetic resonance imaging scan, that's MRI. The National Institute for Health and Care Excellence recommends that someone with a hip fracture should have surgery within 48 hours of admission to hospital. In about half of all cases, a partial or complete hip replacement is needed. The other cases require surgery to fix the fracture with plates and screws or rods. Following surgery, how long you'll need to stay in hospital will depend on your condition and mobility. It may be possible to be discharged in 3 to 5 days, but it's important that you remember that any loss of income from time off work may be claimed back for when bringing a claim for compensation. We'll be happy to put you in touch with a medical specialist and aim to find you one in your area so that you're not having to go out of your way should you require any further treatment, such as physiotherapy, to help your recovery. They'll be able to go over pelvic fracture treatment in elderly, pelvic fracture treatment bed rest, broken pelvis recovery, pelvic fracture symptoms, broken rami fracture elderly treatment, broken pelvis surgery, what does a broken pelvis feel like, and walking after pelvic fracture. Of course, the circumstances of each incident are never the same, and whether or not you believe you have a valid claim, it's always advisable that you speak to an expert on the matter. So if you'd like further assistance, we are personal injury claim specialists. We offer free, friendly advice on no-win, no-fee compensation claims, so there's not a penny to pay if you lose. Get the maximum compensation that you deserve. We're rated 4.8 out of 5 stars, and we have specialist solicitors with up to 30 years experience. It'll only take just a couple of minutes for our team, who'll be happy to answer any questions you may have to help establish whether or not you have a valid claim. Call now on 0800 652 7676 or visit our live chat service at legalexpert.co.uk. Don't forget to subscribe, as we'll be uploading helpful videos just like this one on a regular basis. You can also check out one of our recommended videos or head over to legalexpert.co.uk, where you can read community questions on our forum, get free advice from our live chat, read articles and seek assistance for compensation on a no-win, no-fee basis with your personal injury claim.